John.
How realistic do you think it is that Congress would be able to get around the idea of ending the Federal Reserve or backing our money by gold and silver again?
I don't think they're going to end the Federal Reserve, but I would sign legislation banning the Federal Reserve. But and I know that you probably understand this. Ending the Federal Reserve is not the end all. We end the Federal Reserve. Treasury could still print money. Countries around the world, and before we had a central bank, we were printing money before we had a central bank. So Treasury could still print money. Ending the Federal Reserve would really bring about... Go ahead.
Is it possible? How realistic would it be giving that power back to Congress? Would Congress be able to get the power to print its own money again? Would they be willing to do that?
Well, the printing of money really is a function of Congress over-authorizing expenditure as opposed to revenue. So a balanced budget amendment would address printing. We need to stop printing money. However, but what we need to do is stop printing money. Ending the Federal Reserve will not end the practice of printing money because Treasury would continue to print money, and they would print money because Congress would continue to appropriate more money than we actually generate from revenues. That's what needs to stop, and my promise, I'm going to promise to submit a balanced budget to Congress in the year 2013. I'm going to promise to veto expenditures that exceed revenue. Under that scenario, I'm going to suggest to you spending will be less than any other scenario that you can come up with. And if you can come up with a scenario where we'd have less spending, I'm going to change my position and adopt whatever it is that you have. Back to the Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve's original mandate was price stability. Added on to that was unemployment or employment, which I think are at odds with one another. Federal Reserve central bank should be about a strong U.S. dollar, not a weak U.S. dollar. And that's what we have. We have 0% interest rates because, hey, let's face it, if we didn't have 0% interest rates right now, we would be in the midst of that monetary collapse because of the debt that Americans hold and can't repay. Thank you.